Let's prune some peach trees. Basically, when I shape a peach tree, everything on the center is coming out. I want it to be like this upside down umbrella, just open from all angles. First of all, down here at the bottom, I have this sucker, and we're just gonna lop that off. Then right down here at the base, these that are all growing in, all of these, I'm just gonna real quickly go through the center of the tree. Make real quick work. I might leave that one. You can see over on this branch, again, growing toward the center. Over on this side, same thing. All of these are growing toward the inside. Now that I've done that, very quickly took those that were growing right to the center, I can put myself right in here and just kind of look and see some of these others that are growing into the center of the tree. These little branches down here, the little sprouts, I just take my hands and rub those right off. Remember when I pruned my pear tree, I told you to be confident and just know that this is your tree, and you're not going to prune it the same way that everyone else will. And lots of people have different opinions about how to prune the trees, but it is your tree, so prune it, shape it, and love your tree. Now with that being said, there are desired proven shapes for trees, and we know that the open shape of the peach tree tends to work really well for producing a nice tree with nice fruit. So that's what we're going for here. But I'm not too concerned about pleasing everyone. You know, some people may say, well, you should have cut that one, or you should have. It doesn't matter. You just get in here and do it. Every season there's a new opportunity to see your tree, visualize the cuts that you made last year. How did that shape the tree? How did that react? Did it help fruit set? Did it hurt fruit set? Just keep mental notes or actual notes and prune your tree, and next season you'll do it a little better because you learned something. Now that I have the center pretty much opened up, I'm just going to go through and look for a lot of these little tiny branches, the ones that you know, they're just smaller than a pencil thickness. I'm not going to cut them all off, but just clean it up a little bit. This one's growing kind of downward, so I like to take those off too. Same goes for this bottom one down here. Now in my orchard, I kind of have these berms, these rows, and I have the swale areas, the lower areas over kind of like aisleways. So things that are going to be growing into that, eventually I'm going to take that out. Next season, I'll probably take this one out. I'm going to leave it for now. Just to control the reach and the height of the tree, I'm going to go in and cut the growth tips off. I really should have done all of this before the buds broke, and that way the energy would have been better directed, and the buds and the flowers would have set on the remaining branches, the ones that I didn't cut off. So I may be stunting or reducing the growth of the tree, or at least the fruit set of the tree for this year, by doing it a little late. I don't know, but it needs done. So I'm just going to get out here and get it done and risk not having quite as much fruit. Now that I have this tree shaped pretty much how I want it, I'm going to throw a curveball at you, and I'm going to set myself up, set you up to watch another experiment here on the Daddy Curbs farm. This tree is pruned probably just a little bit late. I did cut a lot of buds and small fruits off. This one right over here, I'm not going to prune. I'm going to see how this tree performs over this growing season compared to the one that I just pruned. Maybe comparing the actual fruit, the number of fruits, the size of the fruit, the quality of the fruit, how the tree fares compared to the one that was pruned. So it's just an opportunity to learn something. I don't do these videos as the expert. I don't ever want to pretend that I'm showing you how to do the things that you do on your farm or on your property. I'm just showing you what I do, and this is how I learn. I do a little something, I practice, I experiment. Some things I do, some things I don't, and I just see what happens. So that's what's going on right now in the Daddy Kirk's orchard with the peach trees. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave your comments below. I'll talk to you soon.